Good morning, and thank you for joining me on another episode where I take a book and from that book I find a bar. Now, a bar is a short, valuable nugget of information for us to feed our minds. This is
Breakfast Bars! Breakfast Bars!
Breakfast Bars! This is Breakfast Bars!
What's going on, everyone? Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Breakfast Bars. I'm having fun with this. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun recording these episodes. I hope you guys are enjoying them as well. Would love to connect with more of you guys on Instagram. We're over at breakfast.bars on Instagram. So yeah, hit me up on there. Let me know what's good, what books you're reading, all of that good stuff. Today, we are pulling out of the bookshelf Smarter, Faster, Better by Charles Duhigg. It's a good book. I don't know. I don't want to say it rubs me the wrong way, but it's a good book. It's very, I don't know. I don't think in depth is the right word, but there just kind of seems to be a lot of fluff. I like more books that are quick and to the point. Kind of want to get in, get out type of thing. Yeah, enough about that. I mean, it's a good book. I really enjoyed it. Plenty of bars in here. Definitely would recommend it. But just letting you know. There's a little bit extra in here. And there's, I don't know. I freaking hate research articles. I get it's important. Like, I get it's important. Like, we need it to move forward and stuff. But a lot of it is especially personal development type stuff. In psychology, we don't need research on how many people's score improved when they, read in the morning versus at night. There's just certain shit you got to do to help yourself and to build discipline and all that. But yeah, nonetheless, no digs to Charles Duhigg here, but just some extra 2 cents for you. Make it a couple extra, make it $1. All right, enough of that. Here is today's bar. Well, let's find a different one. All right, here we go. Today's bar. Many of our most important decisions are, in fact, attempts to forecast the future. All right, many of our most important decisions are, in fact, attempts to forecast the future. Humans need control. Humans need control. When we don't have control and we don't know what to expect, there's a lot of anxiety in there, back to our primal days, hunter and gather, caveman days. When we didn't have control, we would die. So that's where it comes from. It's where a lot of stuff comes from, evolutionary wise. Is that, and we still have that in our brain. And so many of our most important decisions are an attempt to forecast the future, right? If you're deciding what graduate school you want to go to, you're trying to forecast the future of being like, well, this is a good area for my practice that I would want to stay and work here, get a job, but you're trying to forecast the future of working there, right? If say you want to be an actor, you move to Hollywood, you're trying to forecast the future of becoming an actor. Now, none of this is good or bad inherently. You just have to understand for what it is and what is causing your decision making. And no, my take on it is that, I need control as much as anyone in my life, but to know that we won't always have control. And so, while we can attempt to forecast the future, and that's not a bad thing, we just got to know that you never know. And if we're attached to that idea, if we're attached to that future, sorry, it is hot as shit in here. I had to turn off my air conditioning because otherwise, like, the static of in the microphone wouldn't be good. And I am sweating. I am sweating right now. Yeah, so I got to get that AC going. But what I'm saying here is be open to the fact that it's what you think and how you think something's going to turn out is that might not be the case. And then, but specifically about decision making, when Charles Duhigg says many of our most important decisions are attempts to forecast the future. Just think about that. Gain that awareness with it. Of that doesn't mean change a decision or make a different decision. It just means know that you're trying to forecast the future of, like, oh, I'm doing this because this likely will happen. Great. But what if it doesn't? Does that make it now a poor decision? If it does, then maybe reconsider. So just have that in the back of your mind. Know why, at the root, what it is that is causing your decision making. And the best way to do that, besides obviously reading, but a simple one, is just go why. See how many times you can ask yourself the question why. I want to read this book. Why? Because it's a good topic I'm interested in. Why? Because it's something I'm not that aware about. Why? Because I've been reading other stuff in that, so I haven't had time to read about this. Why? Because this is my career goal, so I'm focusing on this right now. Why? You see what I'm doing? Like, it's a process, but you'll be amazed. And actually, it's a great way to actually get to the root if you can be honest with yourself doing that. So do that. Pick up a book today. Do something kind for someone. Stay blessed. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode. Just a reminder, you can find Breakfast Bars on iTunes, YouTube, and Instagram by searching Breakfast Bars. On Instagram, it's at breakfast.bars. Would mean a lot to me if you left me a review, subscribed, follow, and of course, if you find value in Breakfast Bars, if you like hearing them daily, go ahead and please share it with a friend, someone you know that wants to receive some daily bars.